Whether you're graduating from film school or you're changing your career path, a life in the film industry can seem quite daunting at first. But today I'm giving you my tips on how to set yourself up for success in the film and TV industry so that you can work towards your dream career. Let's dive in. The first tip is all about timing. It is never too early to start getting experience. And if you have no experience, you may want to consider starting on lower budget productions around your town for little to no money. This is your chance to learn what to do, what not to do, to familiarize yourself with the different departments, and most importantly, to meet people. But I encourage you to start early because more than likely, the younger you are, the less responsibilities you have, and the more likely you'll be able to volunteer your services for little to no money to gain that experience to grow in the TV and film industry. If you do have a lot of responsibilities and you still want to help out and volunteer your services, but you can't commit to a 10-day shoot, still reach out to them and see if you can help them on nights or on weekends. Maybe you can help deliver lunch to the crew on certain days. There are lots of different ways to help out smaller crews on different productions in your town, and you never know who you're going to network with and who you're going to meet that can help you further along in your career. Tip number 2, knowing the different departments. If you don't have the experience, you don't really have the right to be picky. You might want to be a director like everyone else in this industry.
I'm so depressed, I don't know what I'm doing.
But there's a local wardrobe PA job available to you. Take that job. It does not necessarily mean you're going to get pigeonholed. It means you're going to get your foot in the door. There are lots of different opportunities for you to grow in different departments and learn your way around different kinds of productions and meet some great local people who can help you get ahead. Production, accounting, locations, transportation, art, wardrobe, props, set design, craft services, all have entry-level positions depending on the budget of the production. Use your connections, find out who the production coordinator is on said show in town, send in your resume, and get that job, whatever department it might be. Story time. How I got in the industry. I was about 6 to 9 months out of college working at a bakery, actually. My friend had gotten a job in town on an HBO show. She specifically was in the production department. She learned that they were in need of a wardrobe PA. I sent in my resume, I went in for an interview. Do you know what they asked me for my main qualifications? Did I have a car? That's how I got the job. There is zero need to feel intimidated like you don't qualify for a PA job. You might just need a car, and that's it. And maybe not even that, depending on where you live. But anyways, I got the job and I grew from there, and now look at me, a famous costume designer. Tip number 3, use your resources. Use sites like Staff Me Up to find local production jobs in your area. If you pay for the premium version of Staff Me Up, you have access to more job opportunities. Also, your resume gets put higher on the list when you apply. In my city, at least, a lot of commercials post opportunities on Staff Me Up, and that's a really great place to start because the same kinds of people, if not the same people, work on both commercials and on bigger productions in town. Not only that, but the positions are usually kind of similar. You're offering driving services, you're offering location lockup, you're offering to get lunches for the crew. So it's a really great place to build your experience and again, work your way up. I'd also recommend joining as many Facebook groups as you can find in your area. Search your city and then type in film crew listings or filmmakers community. You might find a lot of opportunities going from smaller low budget productions all the way up to the Netflix show in your town. Speaking of resources, hit the like below if you are enjoying this video and hit subscribe for more tips on all things creativity and for more production tips on how to grow in your video journey. Tip number 4, rely on the locals. The locals are your connection, nobody else. Never rely on anyone who doesn't live in your area to help you on your next job. Because as you should know by now, film jobs are not stable. They are lucrative, but they are not long lasting. And you always are going to be needing to think about what your next job is going to be. Now, you might have had a higher up that is not from your area that has showered you with praise and told you what a great job you're doing, and they're going to carry you through your production career, but then they're going to go home and they're going to go on the next job and they're going to meet a lot of other people. And while they may remember you, don't expect them to still be committed to you. They will leave you and you will be left with the people from your city. How did you treat them? Did you earn their praises? Do they want to work with you again? The key to a successful life in production is doing a great job for the people who matter and having a great attitude that makes them want to work with you again. Tip number 5, do the job well. No matter what department or what position you have landed, take that job and perform it well. Take it very seriously. And meet the other members of your crew, but do not slack off chatting with those who you think if you meet them and talk to them and become friends with them, they'll help you get to a higher place. No, doing a good job at the position that you're at is what's gonna get you to a higher place. Slacking off and chatting and ignoring your other duties is gonna get you possibly exiled on the next production. The film industry is an exhausting place. I would know. I left it. It's a really hard job to work 12+ hour days on your feet, possibly all day, and still needing to have a great attitude while you do sometimes tedious, boring work. It's not for everybody, but it can be incredibly rewarding. The people you meet on these productions will be some of the most passionate, hardworking, and good-hearted people you will ever meet or have the pleasure of working with. It is worth the effort. Just make sure you're in the right mental state to handle it. Since you made it this far, go ahead and hit the like button below and let me know if this resonated with you. Are you working towards getting into the film industry? Are you in the industry and you have some advice of your own? Thank you to my interns, and until next time, I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.